A warm welcome to my next class, and now we are going to discuss the different uses of modal verbs. Here I am taking two modals, may and its past form might. When and how do we use may and might in different situations? As you know, as we have discussed earlier in the previous video, that modals are used according to the situations in the sentence, according to the mood in the sentence. Now, where do we use may and where do we use might? It is, first of all, it is used for permission, to take a permission or to permit someone. It is used in formal permission situations. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर हमें अपने सीनियर से किसी ऑफिस में जाने के लिए, अपने क्लासरूम में जाने के लिए, अपने सीनियर से अगर हमें परमिशन लेनी है, वी हैव टू यूज मे, बिकॉज दैट इज फॉर्मल परमिशन. वो कोई भाईचारा वहां नहीं है, दैट इज एन ऑफिस एंड आवर बॉस इज सिटिंग इनसाइड एंड वी आस्क हिम फॉर परमिशन. देन वी यूज may instead of can or might. This sentence is frequently used by students, but they don't know the use of modals. They use it frequently. Every student from class first, from class KG to higher classes, every student when asks for permission, he says, "May I come in, sir?" or "May I come in, ma'am?" This is the use of modal verb. This is very simple. They use it. If they use modals according to situations in their daily life, they will be familiar with all the modals. But it depends upon the use of modals in daily English language. If we use all the modals according to the situation faced by us, we will have a good command over use of modal verbs. बड़ा सिंपल है. जिस प्रकार से ये सेंटेंस सभी को आता है, ये सभी सेंटेंसेस, सभी यूजेस सभी बच्चों को अच्छे से समझ आ सकते हैं. जब हम फॉर्मल परमिशन की बात करें तो यूजुअली वी से मे आई कम इन सर, मे आई हैव योर पेन. एग्जाम चल रहा है, मेरे पास, मैं एक स्टूडेंट हूं, मेरे पास पेन में इंक खत्म हुई, तो हमारे जो इन्विजिलेटर हैं उनसे हमें पेन मांगना है. क्या वो मना करेंगे? नो. बट वी हैव टू आस्क फॉर पेन इन ए फॉर्मल वे बिकॉज ही इज ए टीचर, आई एम ए स्टूडेंट. मे आई हैव योर पेन प्लीज? डेफिनेटली ही विल गिव द पेन टू यू. नेक्स्ट, बट इफ द परमिशन is taken from a very high authority and we have to be very much polite to have the permission at that time. To take the pen from the invigilator, we need not to be hesitant. We need not to be more polite. But if a meeting of deputy commissioner is going on with some officers and I have to talk to deputy commissioner, then we have to be more polite and we can't use may there in that situation. If I want to have a meeting with Prime Minister of India, then I must have to be more polite. I have to make more polite request. मुझे बहुत ही विनम्रता से पेश आना होगा और उस समय यदि मुझे मॉडल्स की नॉलेज है, I will use might instead of may. For example, might I talk to Prime Minister of India? मैं उसके पीए से मिलता हूं जाकर और उससे कहता हूं, might I have a conversation with Prime Minister, sir? I must be very much polite and I will say this, I will take this permission in a hesitant way with more polite request. Might I borrow your car? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मेरी फैमिली में कोई बीमार हुआ, उसको मुझे हॉस्पिटल लेकर जाना है. I have no car, I have no vehicle at my home. So at that time, it is urgent to take the patient to the hospital. I go to my neighbor, and at that time, I must ask for car in a very much polite way. If I know modals, then I will say, might I have your car? Someone is ill at my home, I have to take him to hospital. In this way, this is the difference between use of may and might in case of permission. Next is possibility. Possibility may be of two types. दो प्रकार की possibility हो सकती है. किसी भी इवेंट की, किसी इंसिडेंट के होने की पॉसिबिलिटी प्रबल हो सकती है, ज्यादा हो सकती है. किसी चीज की होने की, घटने की पॉसिबिलिटी कम हो सकती है, रिमोट पॉसिबिलिटी हो सकती है. इफ द पॉसिबिलिटी इज स्ट्रॉन्ग, यूज मे. If the possibility is remote, less possibility, then use might instead of may. For example, मैं यहां से बाहर निकला, मैंने देखा sky is cloudy, बादल छाए हुए हैं. तो रेन के होने की संभावना, उसकी पॉसिबिलिटी ज्यादा है, स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉसिबिलिटी है. I will say the sky is cloudy, it may rain today. For a strong possibility, we use may. But when I go outside and I see that the sky is clear, there are no clouds in the sky, then I will say it might rain today. It might rain today. This is the difference between the use of may and might in case of possibility. संभावना के संदर्भ में यदि संभावना अधिक हो तो हम मे का यूज करेंगे, यदि संभावना कम हो तो हम माइट का यूज करेंगे. दिस इज द डिफरेंस. नेक्स्ट इज विश. व्हेन वी एक्सप्रेस ए विश फॉर समवन, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, ए स्टूडेंट कम्स, wishes me good morning or touch my feet. If the student touches my feet, I will say, may you live long. I will express a wish for his long life. May you live long. This is an exclamatory sign, sign of exclamation is used after wish. Then it is always expressed may. This is situation when we express a wish for someone. May God bless you. May God bless you. It is always used to express a wish for someone. अगर हम एग्जाम की बात करें तो यूजुअली when we find this sign of exclamation and we have to fill in a modal verb, fill in may if there is a wish expressed in the sentence. May God bless you with a son. पहले ऋषि मुनि, the sages of India, when someone touches his feet or comes to meet him, then he always say दीर्घायु भव, दीर्घायु भव, भगवान आपको खुश रखे. इस प्रकार की विश अगर हम प्रकट करते हैं तो मे का यूज करेंगे. मे गॉड ब्लेस यू विद सक्सेस, मे यू सक्सीड इन योर लाइफ, लाइक दिस. नाउ एक पॉसिबिलिटी में माइट का यूज किस प्रकार से करते हैं वो हमने आपको बताया कि रिमोट पॉसिबिलिटी के लिए हम माइट का यूज करते हैं. एक जगह और भी हम एक और पॉसिबिलिटी में भी हम माइट का यूज करते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, पॉसिबिलिटी इन द पास्ट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मुझे कोई अचानक से मॉडल्स को सिचुएशन के अकॉर्डिंग समझना होगा. मुझे मेरा कोई फ्रेंड मिलता है और वो हमारे एक कॉमन फ्रेंड के बारे में बात करता है कि मिस्टर एक्स ने के बेटे की शादी थी अभी लास्ट वीक, मैं गया था. आप नहीं गए, आप दिखे नहीं वहां. तो मैं कहता हूं, ओ मुझे तो पता ही नहीं चला, उसने मुझे बुलाया ही नहीं. लेकिन he was my close friend, he is my close friend, he might have invited me. उसे मुझे बुलाना चाहिए था, पॉसिबिलिटी थी बुलाने की, but he didn't invite me. तो मैं उसको might का यूज करते हुए इस पॉसिबिलिटी इन द पास्ट को कह सकता हूं, he might have invited me. मैं किसी के पास हेल्प के लिए जाता हूं, बट ही डजंट हेल्प मी। मैं घर आकर क्या कहूंगा? ही डिडंट हेल्प मी, ही माइट हैव हेल्प मी। उसे मेरी मदद करनी चाहिए थी। दिस इज द पॉसिबिलिटी इन द पास्ट। वी यूज माइट टू एक्सप्रेस द पॉसिबिलिटी इन द पास्ट इन दिस वे, बट ही डिडंट, लेकिन किया नहीं उसने ऐसा। नाउ नेक्स्ट इज पर्पज। वी यूज मॉडल वर्ब मे टू एक्सप्रेस ए पर्पज। कोई भी काम हम किस लिए करते हैं, इस पर्पज को एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए हम मे का यूज करते हैं। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, वी ईट दैट वी मे लिव। हम खाना क्यों खाते हैं, हम भोजन क्यों करते हैं? ताकि हम जीवित रह सकें। वी ईट दैट वी मे लिव। नेक्स्ट इज पर्पज के लिए हम माइट का यूज नहीं करते। देन लास्ट इज इन डायरेक्ट स्पीच सेंटेंसेस वी यूज मे। और मैं इस प्रकार से भी कहूं, यदि डायरेक्ट स्पीच में मे का यूज किया हुआ है तो इसी को इनडायरेक्ट में चेंज करने के लिए आई विल यूज द पास्ट फॉर्म ऑफ मे, दैट इज माइट। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हम इसको पहचानेंगे कैसे? ये तो सेंटेंस एक्सरसाइज में इस तरीके से तो आएगा नहीं चेंज करना। इन केस ऑफ मॉडल वर्ब्स, यस, इट्स वेरी इजी टू आइडेंटिफाई। यहां पे इन्वर्टेड कोमास का यूज किया हुआ है and there is no conjunction between reporting verb and reported speech. It means this is indirect speech. यहां पर inverted commas को रिमूव किया हुआ है और conjunction if का यूज है। said को asked में भी बदला है। It means it is in indirect speech. If it is in indirect speech, I will use he asked if he might come in place of might. I will change may into might in case of indirect speech. In this way, we have explained, we have learnt how to use may and might in different situations in sentences. May is used for permission, a formal permission. Might is used a hesitant permission with more polite request. सेकेंड थिंग, यहां परमिशन में आप एक और चीज को समझने की कोशिश कीजिए। जब हम फॉर्मल परमिशन किसी अपने सीनियर से करते हैं तो हमें परमिशन मिलने की जो पॉसिबिलिटी है वो ज्यादा है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई एम ए टीचर, आई गो टू द ऑफिस ऑफ माई प्रिंसिपल एंड आस्क टू गो इन एंड आई आस्क हिम, मे आई कम इन सर? तो बहुत अधिक पॉसिबिलिटी है ही विल अलाउ मी टू कम इन। He will say, yes, you may come in. But if I say, if I go to a prime minister's office and prime minister is a very high profile and he is busy with his ministers, then I will say, might I come in, sir? With a very polite way and in a hesitant way. Because उस समय प्राइम मिनिस्टर से मुझे मिलने देने की जो पॉसिबिलिटी है बहुत कम है, शायद ही मुझे मिलने दिया जाए। दिस इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन परमिशन ऑफ यूज ऑफ मे एंड माइट। इन केस ऑफ पॉसिबिलिटी, स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉसिबिलिटी, वी यूज मे, रिमोट पॉसिबिलिटी वी यूज might. In case of possibility of past which had not taken place, which didn't take place, we use might. And to express the wish for someone, we use may with a sign of exclamation. For purpose, we use may. We eat that we may live. This is very important sentence to be asked in competitive exams, and it is asked frequently. Wish a very good morning to all of you. Dear students, how are you all? Are you well? Very good. We have discussed uses of four modals: may, might, can, could. And today we observed that may and can be used for permission and possibility. These both modal verbs are used for permission and possibility. Then it is essential to understand the difference between use of may and might in case of पॉसिबिलिटी एंड परमिशन। पॉसिबिलिटी और परमिशन में कहाँ हम मे का यूज करें, कहाँ कैन का यूज करें, इस डिफरेंस को समझना अति आवश्यक है। आइए हम 2 एग्जाम्पल्स के माध्यम से ये जानने का प्रयास करें कि जब परमिशन या पॉसिबिलिटी की बात हो तो हम कहाँ, किस कंडीशन में, किस सिचुएशन में मे का यूज करेंगे और किस सिचुएशन में कैन का। आइए हम देखते हैं। व्हेन द authority given by someone else, or when we have to take permission from a higher authority, or a higher authority permits us, or the possibility is expressed by some higher authority, then we use may. But if the authority lies with the subject, not else, then we use can. Let us try to understand the difference with the help of these examples. The news may not be true. This statement is given by some higher authority, not by the subject. The news may not be true. It means the chances of news to be true are very less, because this statement is given by a higher authority. Next one, you may go by air or road. If I am an employee in an organization and my boss sends me for an official job, then I ask him, how should I go there? Then he says to me, you may go by air or road. This is an official commitment, official statement, because this statement is given by a higher authority or my boss. If the possibility or permission is authorized by a higher authority, we use may as a modal verb. But in case of can, authority is not someone else, but authority lies with the subject. Subject ही authority है. Let us take an example. The news cannot be true. It means इसके ट्रू होने की जो पॉसिबिलिटी है वो बिल्कुल जीरो है. The news cannot be true, not possible to be true. Authority lies with the subject, not in someone else. Next, you cannot go there by air. Cannot. Here we use you cannot go there by air. What does it mean? If we use can as a modal verb in this sentence, it means there is no air traffic. You cannot go there by, you go there by air means air traffic is not there. You have to go there by road only. But here there is a choice. There is air traffic as well as road traffic, and you may go by air or road as you wish. But here you cannot go there by air means there is no air traffic. You have to choose any other medium of travel. In this way, we use may and can as modal verbs in 2 different situations. आशा करता हूं आपको समझ आया होगा. We have discussed the uses of may, might, can, could. आइए हम देखते हैं कि आपको इन 4 मॉडल वर्ब्स की कितनी समझ हुई है, आप कितना समझ पाए हैं. We are going to solve an exercise based on these 4 modal verbs. Now, exercise 1, fill in with the modal verbs can, could, may and might these 10 sentences. Let us take first sentence, dash you swim. Dash you swim. This is an interrogative sentence. पूछा हुआ है. क्या पूछा हुआ है? एबिलिटी के बारे में पूछा हुआ है. We shall use can you swim. Can you swim? क्या आप तैर सकते हैं? Someone asked about the ability of swimming. Have you this ability? Are you able to swim? So we use modal verb can. Can you swim? Next example. He swam across the pond when he was young. There is a clue. This is the ability of swimming across the pond, but ability of present or past? Ability of past. Why? Because a clue is given there, when he was young. When was he able to swim across the pond? Not now. When he was young. So we use here past form of can, and that is could. He could swim across the pond when he was young. As I have told you already, that use of modals are situational. हम सिचुएशन देख करके उस मॉडल का यूज करेंगे. Sometimes it seems that two modals are right to be filled in the same sentence. It seems and it happens. But you have to understand the situation behind the sentence. Third sentence is, dash I ask you a personal question. It is very rare. It is asked very rare. It means हमें किसी से उसकी पर्सनल लाइफ के बारे में कुछ पूछना है, तो वी शुड बी मोर पोलाइट. तभी तो हम उससे पूछ पाएंगे या वो हमें बताएगा. तो बी फॉर मोर पोलाइटनेस, व्हाट डू वी यूज? वी हैव डिस्कस्ड इट ऑलरेडी. गुड. Could I ask a question, a personal question? Could I ask you a personal question? Very simple. If I am polite and I use could, and if the person knows modals and use of could, definitely he will say yes. Next question is, dash you succeed? As I have told you already that there is a sign of exclamation at the end of sentence. It means here what has been expressed? Wish. Wish has been expressed here, and to express wish we use may. May you succeed. Fifth sentence, he said that. Understood. Because here this is indirect speech. No inverted commas are there, and the conjunction that has been used. He said that he dash like lift that box. It means it was a direct sentence before changing into indirect. He said, I can lift this box. It was like this. And that direct sentence had been changed into indirect speech. And when we change the modal into indirect speech, it is used in its past form. We shall use here could. He said that he could lift that box. Because in the direct sentence, it was like this. He said, comma, inverted comma start, I can lift this box. Very simple. Next sentence, Mohan, dash I take your book? A friend asked his friend, Mohan, dash I take your book? Very informal situation. Mohan is not an authority here. He is a classmate of someone other. So he used in an informal situation, can I take your book? Yes, you can. Seventh sentence is, he dash speak 5 languages. Here we are talking about the ability of speaking languages, different languages. It means the pronoun he, the person for which this pronoun he has been used, is skilled in speaking 5 languages. It means he can speak 5 languages. 8th sentence is, there are stars in the sky. Statement is clear. There are stars in the sky. Means sky is clear. Means there are no clouds. Thus there are stars in the sky. It dash rain tonight. अगर sky में stars हैं, sky is clear, how much possibility is there for rain? Very remote possibility is there. That's why we shall use might. It might rain tonight. And the ninth sentence is, I dash read the newspaper without spectacles. It means this is my ability to read the newspapers without spectacles. Means I have good eyesight. Ability, for ability we shall use can. I can read the newspaper without spectacles. Here, this sentence might be negative also. Then, in case of negative, I can write, I can't read the newspaper without spectacles. Here, this can't expresses inability. So, to express ability and inability of someone, modal verb can or cannot is used. And the last sentence is, animals dash troublesome. Animals dash be troublesome. This is a theoretical possibility. This is a theoretical possibility. They can be troublesome. Of course, animals can be troublesome. कई बार एनिमल्स हमारे लिए डेंजरस हो सकते हैं, ट्रबलसम हो सकते हैं. ये एक theoretical possibility है, and for theoretical possibility we shall use can. In this way, you can take more examples, you can go through more exercises, you can use these modal verbs in your daily life. Then you will have a good command over the use of modal verbs. Wish you a very good morning. Dear students, we are discussing uses of modal verbs, and today we are going to discuss the uses of shall and will as modal verbs in different sentences. As I have told you already, modals are situational, and modals is an important topic. Modals are asked in all the exams, either it is a board exam or a competitive exam. We shall learn use of shall and use of will as modal verbs. As you know, we have three persons in case of pronouns, personal pronouns. First person I and we, second person you, and third person he, she, it or they. We use shall with first person personal pronouns, that is I or we, to express a future action, that is simple future tense. Let us take an example. We shall play hockey. It is very simple sentence, simple future sentence. Shall is used here as a modal verb or as a helping verb before the main verb play, and we is first person plural pronoun. I shall go. Go is the main verb in this sentence. Shall is used as a special verb or a modal verb with first person pronoun I. I shall go to Delhi tomorrow means very simple. What does this sentence mean? It means I shall go to Delhi tomorrow, but अगर मुझे कोई और काम हो जाए, दिल्ली जाने के काम से भी ज़्यादा ज़रूरी, तो मैं नहीं जाऊँगा. Because when we use shall with first person pronoun, there is no promise, there is no determination, there is no prohibition, and there is no threat. In this way, shall is used with first person personal pronouns to express a future action. And in the same way, with second and third person personal pronouns, we use will as a modal verb. For example, second person pronoun you and third person pronoun he, she, it or they. With these personal pronouns, we use will as a modal verb to express a future action. But there is no determination, no prohibition, no threat and no promise. जब कोई promise, determination या threat ना हो, तब हम first person के साथ shall और second और third person के साथ will का यूज करेंगे. It's very clear, very simple. But if the situation reverses, if the situation is reverse, means when there is a threat, determination, promise और prohibition, means अगर वहां किसी उस सेंटेंस में धमकी हो, थ्रेट हो, वार्निंग हो, डिटर्मिनेशन कोई दृढ़ संकल्प हो, दृढ़ निश्चय हो, प्रोमिस कोई प्रोमिस किया हुआ हो, वायदा किया हुआ हो, या प्रोहिबिशन किसी को कोई काम करने से रोका गया हो. अगर ऐसा हो तो ये जो रूल मैंने फर्स्ट पोजीशन पे आपको बताया कि वी शैल यूज शैल विद फर्स्ट पर्सन प्रोनाउन एंड विल विद सेकंड एंड थर्ड पर्सन प्रोनाउंस, इट गेट्स रिवर्स्ड, इट गेट्स चेंज्ड. In case of threat, determination, promise and prohibition, we use shall with second and third person pronouns. For example, you shall not meet him. What does it mean? You shall not meet him. It means there is a warning. You have done something wrong and you shall not meet him. आप उससे नहीं मिलेंगे आज के बाद. दिस इज ए थ्रेट, धमकी है यहां इस सेंटेंस में. तो हमने इस रूल को रिवर्स कर दिया. यहां पर यू सेकंड पर्सन होने के बावजूद हमने यहां शैल का यूज किया, जबकि हमें विल का यूज करना चाहिए था एज पर द रूल. बट हियर दीज फोर कंडीशंस, इन द सिचुएशन ऑफ दीज फोर कंडीशंस वी यूज shall with second and third person pronouns and will with first person pronouns. You shall not meet him. Next, this is a threat. One more question is there. Nobody shall write on walls. There is an information, there is a warning written on the board, written on the main gate. And what is the warning? Nobody shall write on walls. Nobody is third person. It is a third person and we use shall as a modal verb with nobody. It means this is a warning. अगर हम सेकंड और थर्ड पर्सन के साथ shall का यूज करते हैं तो यहां पर इन चार में से कोई ना कोई एक चीज अवश्य होती है. या तो वो थ्रेट है, प्रोहिबिशन है, प्रोमिस है या डिटर्मिनेशन है. He shall go to Delhi tomorrow. What does it mean? Here he is a third person singular pronoun and modal verb shall has been used here. What does it mean? It means he shall go to Delhi tomorrow means this is the determination. This is a determination. He will definitely go to Delhi tomorrow. Either it rains or anything else is there. He will definitely go to Delhi tomorrow. But he will go to Delhi tomorrow. There is no definite that he will go or not. But in this case, this is definite. This expresses the determination of going to Delhi tomorrow. But in this case, we use will with second and third person pronouns to express future actions. He will go to Delhi tomorrow. What does it mean? He will go to Delhi tomorrow. If there is something urgent, he may not go to Delhi tomorrow. He will not go to Delhi tomorrow. In the same way, if there is a promise, determination, threat or prohibition, will is used with first person pronoun. Let us take some examples. I will achieve my goal means I am determined that I will achieve my goal. निश्चित रूप से मैं मेरा गोल प्राप्त करूंगा. I am determined to do this. I will pay you on Monday. I have taken something or I have taken some money or borrowed some money from someone and I promise him, I make a promise that I will pay you on Monday. Means definitely I will pay you on Monday. There is no doubt. I will go to Delhi tomorrow means I will go to Delhi tomorrow at any cost. Because I have a very urgent work there. So I will go to Delhi tomorrow. In the traditional grammar and in the most of grammar books, this rule has been given clearly. But the modern grammarians And the latest trend is not using shall or will. Nowadays, what is used with first, second or third person pronoun is apostrophe L, like this. A brief form. For example, I'll, will, they'll, he'll, she'll. इससे पता ही नहीं चलता कि ये shall है या will है, because both the modal verbs ends in double L, LL. तो in modern or latest trends you will find this helping verb mixed with the subject or pronoun by placing an apostrophe before LL and after the pronoun. This is one more clarification about the use of shall or will. Next is, shall is used to know a wish of someone or to offer any service to others. If you want to offer a service to help someone, then shall is used as a modal verb. For example, shall I open the window? Means आप उधर बैठे हैं, shall I open the window? मैं खोल देता हूँ. I am offering my service. I want to know his wish about opening of the window. If someone is having 2 bags in his hands and I have no weight, I have no bag, and we are going in the same direction. If I want to offer my service, if I want to assist him, I will use shall as a modal verb. Shall I assist you? I will offer my service. Shall I assist you? Or shall I help you? Like this. To offer your service, shall is used as a modal verb with first person pronoun. Next is formal request. In case of formal request, we use will. For example, will you shut the window? मान लीजिए हम एक ही रूम में बैठे हैं और हमारे साथ कुछ ऑफिसर्स भी बैठे हैं. मैं मीटिंग के बीच में उस विंडो को बंद करने जाऊं वहां तक. इससे अच्छा हम एक फॉर्मल रिक्वेस्ट वहां बैठे व्यक्ति से कर सकते हैं, हु इज सिटिंग बिसाइड दैट पर्टिकुलर विंडो. एंड हाउ शैल वी रिक्वेस्ट हिम? विल यू शट द विंडो? विल यू शट द विंडो प्लीज? And he will shut. Definitely he will shut. To avoid disturbance. Instruction or command. If we want to instruct someone or command someone, then modal verb will is used. For example, the girls will not wear shorts in the school. There is an instruction. The girls will not wear shorts in the school. Next is invitation. If we want to invite someone, then we can invite him in negative also. For example, एक तो हम डायरेक्टली हम उससे पूछ सकते हैं, will you take a cup of tea? And दूसरा तरीका ये है कि हम इसको नेगेटिव में भी पूछ सकते हैं, won't you have a cup of tea? आप नहीं लेंगे एक कप चाय? मीन्स क्या आप लेंगे? इस प्रकार से भी हम will not को शॉर्ट में won't लिख सकते हैं. इस प्रकार से बहुत सारे मॉडल्स को हम ब्रीफ में नेगेटिव बनाने के लिए, फॉर एग्जाम्पल कैन नॉट, कांट. इसी प्रकार से शैल नॉट, शांट, विल नॉट, वॉन्ट, शैल नॉट, शैंट. इस प्रकार से हम यूज कर सकते हैं विभिन्न प्रकार के मॉडल्स को नेगेटिव में भी. आज हमने सीखा शैल और विल के बीच का डिफरेंस, कहाँ हम शैल का यूज करेंगे, कहाँ हम विल का यूज करेंगे. इस वीडियो को आप 2 बार कम से कम देखिए. इन पॉइंट्स को नोट डाउन इन योर नोटबुक. go through an exercise based on the use of shall and will as modal verbs. And if there is any doubt, give your comment in the comment box and definitely I will discuss with you. Thank you very much.